So let's get started with the text document. Now, it's very similar to a lot of other text editors. A lot of the things here you'll be familiar with if you ever used Microsoft Word or any of the other major ones. You can choose your font here, for example, the size of the font. This one right here means making the font bold, italic, underline. So those are pretty much universal in a lot of editors. If you click on it, you see the little blinking symbol right here. I'm going to hit enter so it's not sitting right at the top, so I just brought it down a little bit. And I'm going to start right at the top and go through this ribbon and give you some of the examples. Right here you can click on this to create new documents. This one will open an existing document that's in your system. This one is the symbol to save a document. I'll go over that in a little bit more detail here in a minute. This one is to send a document to an email. It's a handy thing to have. This one right here exports directly as a PDF. Very useful. You can create a whole document on here and just click on that button. It'll walk you through it. You can export it as a PDF. A lot of the times I get the question, well, why do people use PDFs? The reason people use PDFs is it can be opened on any system. You don't need special software there to open them anymore. Most browsers like Microsoft Edge, Google Chrome, and so on will automatically open a PDF document for you. So it's a universal format if you're creating a document that you want everybody to be able to open, access easily. Use the PDF format. The next one right here is to print the document. This is the page preview. And that is important because it's going to show you exactly what the document looks like that you're creating. I'll demonstrate that here in a minute. These are the spell check functions. Mine is turned on to automatically spell check right here. These are the clipboards and so on, which is just the copy and paste functions. This one is important to remember. That is the undo button. If you made a mistake on the document, you want to reverse what you just did, just click on that. Next to it is the redo. I have nothing on here right now, so it's not going to do anything. This one lets you insert an actual hyperlink into your document. What is a hyperlink? A hyperlink is when somebody clicks it, it's either going to take them to a place on the web that you want them to go to, or it can take you to a document on your own computer and so on. Let me just demonstrate that here. If I click on that, this is what comes up. You have a choice of internet. So for example, here you can paste a web address. Right here where it says text, this is how the text is going to appear. For example, if I put here, to be computers, and I want it to link to the actual to be computers on the web, I can put here www.tobecomputers.com. I'm going to keep this one simple. You can do a lot of different things here as far as linking it to documents, linking it to a new document, and then creating that document. But I'm just going to keep it simple. It's just going to go to an internet address. If I hit apply here, I close the window. You see how it's underlined? So a lot of the times when you're online and you see an article, and that article actually has underlined and text like this, it's just gives it the ability of when you click on it, it'll take you right to it. If I hover over it to open the hyperlink, it's telling me that I hold the control button. You see how now it appears like a hand? If I click on this, it's going to take me directly to that website. Let me just move that here because I'm using two screens so you can see it went directly to that website. So that is a very handy feature. Lets you create some very interesting documents and do a lot of things. I'm going to hit the enter button here, move things a little bit down so I can demonstrate the next feature. That is to insert a table into your document. So if I click on the little arrow right next to the table symbol, I can pick the number of columns and rows. So wherever I stop, it's going to create a table with that many. Let's do a small one here. I just clicked on that. You see it put a table right in. Now you can type inside this cells of this table by just clicking in them. You can actually insert a picture or a symbol by using the insert tool right here. Just click on insert and you get a lot of options here. You can do the hyperlink. You can insert a file. So you can do a lot of things within a table. Tables are very handy to use. When you're working in a table, you're also going to get this right here, which gives you a lot of options. Even the ability to sum, for example. Let me demonstrate that. It works very similarly to a spreadsheet. By the way, I'm navigating between cells by using the arrow keys. So right here, I click on the next box. If I click the sum symbol right here, it gives me the example of what it's going to sum. B1, 2, and 3. B, it assumes that this is column B because this would be A, B, C, D. If I hit the enter key at this point, it puts the sum there. So for example here, I could put the word total. And this could be a list of items right here. In this case, for example, I might want to make this bold. I might want to center it or move it all the way to the right. If I want to make it bold, I have to highlight it. And now it made it bold. So there's a lot of things you can do with a table. The next thing you see here along the ribbon is the draw function, which means you can draw inside the document using some simple tools that are available there. This is a search function. I'm not going to demonstrate that now. It can get a little confusing. Same thing with the navigator. But here is one that can be handy. This is a gallery. So I'm going to click on that. And what this gives you, let me move this out of the way. By the way, you can drag these things around to get them out of your way or put them where it's easier to work with. But you see all these things here, you can scroll through them with your mouse. You can get bullets, you can get backgrounds, you can do anything. Finance, environment, diagrams, there's a lot of things here. You can get very creative with these documents. Let me close that out and let me just move to the next thing here. So I just move this down. So if I want to insert something here, There's even little people symbols here. I want to insert this little chef right here. Double click on it. Opens it up. You just take it and drag it down and drop it. So there's the little chef. By grabbing the corners, I can control the size of it. If I go in the middle, when I get this symbol right here, I can move it around. So you can create some really beautiful documents or handouts or brochures and so on using some of these features that are here. Let me just close this one out. How to close this window up here, you just click on the symbol again up here and it'll close that for you. Now let's get into the next line here. By the way, this is another navigation pane which kind of gives you some other options here. I don't tend to use it very often. I rather use the navigation up here, but you can use this also. If you don't want it in your way there, all you have to do is click the X here and it compresses everything to the side. You want it back, just bring your mouse over here. So when you see these little arrows here, you can just drag it back again. Okay, the next ribbon here concerns the text. So here you can pick a specific type of text like sizes of headings, bigger headings and so on automatically. Just do the regular body and so on. I don't tend to use that a lot. I tend to work right here. Here you can choose what type of text you want to use, and there's quite a few choices here in OpenOffice. It'll detect any fonts that you have downloaded into your computer, and there'll become an option here. Here you can choose the size of your text. Again, I covered this, the bold, the italics, the underlining of the text, and so on. I'm going to move right over to here. This is to create numbered lists or bulleted lists. And how that works is once you create that, let's go here. If I typed anything there and I hit the bulleted list right here, or the numbered list, you see it puts a number there. Now anytime I hit the enter key, it'll add a button automatically. The same way that this bulleted area works right here. So if I click on that, it is just going to put that type of bullet every time I hit enter. If I hit enter again, it takes it away. So at any point, if you want to stop that, you can just hit enter and it's going to go away. This one is a symbol to quickly pick out the font colors. So if you wanted to make this font here this color orange, you can see how it changes it. This is the highlighter. You can pick the color. Let's do the traditional yellow. And I just dragged a little paint bucket over it and it highlights it. This is for background colors. Let's say I want to make the background color black for that particular line. You can also use that here to make the background color of a particular cell a different color. So the one thing I always suggest to everybody with programs like this is play with it. You can't hurt anything. You become familiar with this. It's a really great way for you to be able to create some pretty neat things, or just type out a letter and print it out right there. So it's a simple program, it's free, but at the same time very creative if you want to do that. Thank you for watching our video. If you enjoy our video, please like our video below, and please subscribe to our channel. That way you can get regular notifications of when we post new videos and so on. Like always, right in the description section, you will have links to any products, any software, any websites that we mention in that particular video. You will also have a link there to our membership area. We have a membership course that we make available, and please click on the link, take a look. It has an explanation of what the course is about. And again, don't forget to like our video, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.